As the hours ticked by, Marcus could feel the weight of the evening creeping in. The sun had long since set, and he was still miles away from the trailhead, his phone dead, and his gear scattered after an unexpected fall. The dense forest around him seemed to close in, the shadows lengthening as the air grew colder. He had been hiking for days, but now, trapped under a canopy of trees with no way to signal for help, panic started to take root. He tried to retrace his steps, but the woods seemed unfamiliar, as though they were shifting around him. The rustling of leaves behind him caught his attention, making his heart race. At first, he thought it was the wind, but then it came again, a deliberate step, followed by another. His breath hitched as he spun around, only to see nothing but darkness. The distant howl of an animal sent a shiver down his spine, but it wasn't the animal that made his skin crawl. It was the feeling that someone was watching him. Each time he turned, the sense of being followed grew stronger. Marcus knew he needed to stay calm and keep moving, but the endless walls of trees seemed to mock him, offering no path or guidance. He reached for his backpack to see if he had any tools left that could help. The flickering light of a dying flashlight offered some comfort, yet barely enough to pierce the darkness. He focused on breathing deeply to keep his mind clear, recalling the basics of survival: stay put and conserve energy rather than wandering aimlessly. Taking a seat on a fallen log, Marcus strained his ears, listening for any sound that might hint at civilization. His eyes darted from shadow to shadow, searching for signs of movement. Moments felt like hours, but an undeniable resolve filled him. If he was going to get out, he had to act. Clutching his flashlight, he remembered the whistle his mother had given him. With a glimmer of hope, Marcus pulled it from his pocket and blew 3 sharp, distinct blasts. The sound echoed through the forest, a plea to anyone who might be near. Silence followed, pressing in on him like a tangible force. Then, as if answering his call, he heard a distant voice. Relief flooded him, turning the shadows less daunting. As the voices grew louder, Marcus allowed himself the hope that help was finally on the way, but the nagging sensation that someone else was lurking persisted. Yet, with cautious optimism, he felt the presence of salvation drawing near. In the end, it wasn't his gear or his map that led Marcus out of the forest. It was the sound of human voices, guiding him home under the stars and away from the mysteries cloaked in the night.